Yeah, I would have to wait the sign, grand opening, and I got flipped off a lot.
Magandang buhay mga apo. Sana magustuhan ninyo ang bagong video na to. Like and subscribe na and press the bell button to be notified of new uploads. And please do not skip the ads. William Bradley Pitt was named after his father. He was born in Shawnee, Oklahoma, but grew up with his family in Springfield, Missouri. Athletic siya noong bata pa siya. Member siya ng golf, swimming, and tennis team. Nang hindi siya makapasa sa tryout ng basketball team, he created his own unofficial squad. Jokingly named the team the Cherokee Rejects and even enlisted his dad as coach. 2 weeks before earning his degree, Brad left the university and moved to LA to pursue an acting career. On the West Coast, Pitt had a number of odd jobs. He worked as mascot in El Pollo Loco.
Were you one of those like mascots outside of El Pollo Loco dressed as a chicken?
Yes, I was, for the grand opening on Sunset and La Brea, yeah.
Really?
Yes, I was.
So...
Man's gotta eat.
How did you feel in that thing? It was a chicken?
No shame.
It was like that kind of outfit?
Yeah.
Okay, that could actually be you for all we know.
Yeah. No, and I would have to wait the sign, grand opening, and...
What did you get paid for that?
I don't know, but I got flipped off a lot.
And chauffeur to strippers.
When I first moved out, I did not know a thing. In fact, if you're ever feeling bad about yourself, go see some of my early stuff, because I did not know a thing. And of course, you take odd jobs to try to, to pay the rent. And one of those jobs was I was driving strippers to bachelor parties, and I basically had to, get them there, get them back, play the music, catch their clothes so the guys didn't steal them, get the money, and out. Anyways, I did that for like 3 months, and it was a really interesting job. Learned a lot. And I decided, okay, I got all I can get out of that. I shouldn't be doing this anymore, and I called up and I said, I'm gonna quit, and the guy said, okay, no problem.
He went to an acting class with one of the women and met famous acting coach Roy London, which he says set him on the path where he is right now.
Said, I'm going to quit, and the guy said, okay, no problem, but just give me one last night. You got to work Sunday night because I'm in a pinch. And I said, okay, I'll do that. And there was a new girl that night who happened to be dating an actor. We talk in the car, you have a conversation, and she's telling me, and I didn't know any actors. I didn't know anyone who knew any actors. And suddenly this woman said she knew this actor, and she was starting this acting class. She was going to take this acting class that he told her to go to, and I said, what's the number? So it was a complete serendipity. I find Roy London, who was just such a lovely force in my life at that time.
Like any other aspiring actor, Brad did also uncredited parts in films.
The first TV thing was either Dallas or 30-something, where I had one line, which was yes or it was no. But that was enough, because you had to get your SAG card. I was an extra for 1.5 years, and the big talk was how to get a SAG card. You had to have your SAG card to get a speaking part. But to get a SAG card, you had a speaking part, so it was this catch-22. So I was an extra. I was extra in a Charlie Sheen film. It was night shoots. I was, by the way, thrilled to be on sets. And they grabbed me to be like the waiter. It was a big dinner scene at a restaurant. And they had me pour the champagne in the glasses. And I thought, I'm gonna try to get a line in. And so I poured one, I poured like, maybe it was Charlie's, I don't know, and then another actor's, and then I got to this actress at the end and I poured her drink, and then I looked at her and I said, would you like anything else? She looked at me and went, the first AD goes, cut, 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 cut. And he came over to me and said, you do that again, you're off the set. And I was like, oh man, oh man. So somehow I eventually got it. I'm not sure how. I don't remember how I got the card.
Nakuha rin siya sa commercial ng Pringles noon. He was lucky enough to be included in the cast of Dallas TV series.
Brad Pitt's very first TV interviews when his career was just taking off. The year 1988. The show, our predecessor, Showbiz Today on CNN.
A lot of the attraction before I came out was fame, the lifestyle.
And Pitt found the fame he was looking for after leaving Springfield, Missouri with big dreams.
I'm Randy. Nice to meet you, sir.
It was a role on the hot TV series Dallas, where he played actress Shalane McCall's love interest Randy, and a photo shoot they did together on the set, arranged by Shalane's then-manager Phil Lobel, that would send Brad off into superstardom orbit. Lobel tells Showbiz Tonight what happened.
I retooled the original plans for the photo shoot, which was going to be around Shalane, and we did a photo of Brad and Shalane sitting on the couch getting ready to do their first scene together. And it was that very first photo that ended him in People magazine.
The famous photo, he was Randy from Dallas. Who knew, you know?
Who knew is right. In fact, no one, including Brad himself, could imagine how big and famous he would one day become. Just listen to him describe his first day on that Dallas set.
I gotta admit, I was like this. You know, I used to watch these people. I'm still a little starstruck, to be honest. You know, I just watched. I was 6 months ago. I was sitting home in Missouri watching these people on TV.
He got the lead role in Dark Side of the Sun, Cutting Class, and Across the Tracks. His big break happened when he got the role in Thelma and Louise.
My goodness, you were sure genuinely about it.
Well, now, I've always believed if done properly, armed robbery doesn't have to be a totally unpleasant experience. What?
You're a real live outlaw, aren't you?
Well, I may be an outlaw, darling, but you're the one stealing my heart. Oh, yeah. Isn't he?
You're smooth.
Isn't he? That's right.
Because of his good performance in Thelma and Louise, other films followed. Major success ang Interview with the Vampire.
You seem very interesting. So, what do you do?
I'm a vampire. Don't be frightened. Please.
At pagkatapos noon, sunod-sunod na ang mga hit movies ni Brad Pitt.
Well, for me, it depends a lot about, you know, who's telling the story. You know, it usually starts with a script, a good piece of writing, and the decision to go investigate that. And then I want to surround myself with filmmakers I respect, because we are ultimately putting ourselves in the director's hands.
Kaya successful ang mga movie projects na sumunod na ginawa niya. He also did a cameo role in The Confession of a Dangerous Mind and Deadpool 2. Hindi lang pag-aartista on-cam ang ginawa niya, nag-voice talent din siya. Isa rin siyang producer at marami dito ay critically acclaimed. Pitt received 52 awards and 76 nominations.
Yo, Jeffrey! Jones!
What?
Hey, look here. This here's James. Now, do me a favor. Why don't you show him around, tell him the TV rules, show him the games and stuff, okay?
How much you gonna pay me? How much? I'd be doing your job.
$5,000, my man. That enough?
5,000?
I'll wire a check to your account as usual.
$5,000. $5,000.
$5,000?
I'll give him the deluxe mental hospital tour.
My man.
Kid around, makes them feel good.
Yeah,
Work house. You're the prisoners. No, you're the guards.
Now you got it. Now you got it.
Right. Okay. It's all in good fun. All in good. Here's some games here, and there's. Get out! Get out! He's in my chair.
To my right is Bounty Law Series lead and Jake Cahill himself, Rick Dalton. And to my left is Rick's stunt double, Cliff Booth. So, Rick, explain to the audience exactly what it is a stunt double does.
Actors are required to do a lot of dangerous stuff. Cliff here is meant to help carry the load.
Is that how you describe your job, Cliff?
What, carrying his load? Yeah, it's about right.
My hands are registered as lethal weapons. We get into a fight, I accidentally kill you, I go to jail.
Anybody accidentally kills anybody in a fight, they go to jail. It's called manslaughter.
Follow.
We're alligators.
It takes fierce will to get ahead in this world. Come on, hit me. Hit me. Come on, son.
He's afraid of you. You expect things of him only an adult can accomplish.
I've just always wanted you to be strong, be your own man.
There are rich teams, and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap, and then there's us.
Welcome to Oakland. My job is to take this team to the championship. I need more money.
We're not New York. We're not going to compete with a $120 million payroll.
You got to think different. The kid is the new assistant GM. We're going to shake things up. Tell him.
You want me to speak?
We're not pointing you yet.
Hey, Daddy, do you think you'll lose your job?
What?
Well, I go on the internet sometimes.
Well, don't go on the internet. Watch TV or talk to people.
Listen up. You may not look like a winning team, but you are one. So, play like one tonight.
We're doing something really unexpected and special, and the whole city is feeling it.
Brad Pitt was named twice by People magazine as the sexiest man alive in 1995 and again in 2000. Brad Pitt is a humanitarian. He founded the Make It Right Foundation.
Together, Pitt and Jolie shined a light on so many countries in need. In Haiti, in Namibia.
I'd just like to thank the people in Namibia. They've been so gracious to us and made our stay here very special.
In Vietnam, and once more when they set down roots in the New Orleans French Quarter. And Brad took to his new home in the hurricane-devastated New Orleans in more ways than one. And he has put his love of architecture to work for a good cause, building much-needed new homes. And Pitt has put his money where his mouth is, pledging $5 million of his own money to help rebuild New Orleans.
He was never poor, he never struggled, but there was always this sort of charitable side to him, and see the world as more than just making films and being a movie star.
Oh, God.
Brad Pitt.
I'm not going to
Fight Club, Brad Pitt.
Absolute gentleman.
Really?
Yeah, gentleman, and
spell it.
He's. Oh, you mean I got to tell something? No, he's a gentleman, and he looks as if he swallowed the sun. You know, he's just got this sort of. He's just such a good thing on the exterior and the interior.
Good to know.
Absolutely.
Good to know.
There's no tea to spill.
And then Brad. Okay, so you can read a lot of stuff. I was going to say the S word about him on whatever. He is the most decent person. He is the most generous actor I have ever worked with. He gave 150% behind the camera. He was kind to me. I'd been away for a long time. I figure I've worked with a lot of famous people, and a lot of people, they have this yardstick like, oh, okay, you're my equal, and you're just dirt under my feet, so I don't have to say hello to you, or, you know, I don't have to. He was so gracious and so kind. I just never expected that. He was, we were doing, he would do things so that if there was a scene where my character, there's a scene in the restaurant where my character has to go through a little bit of something, and they did the wide shot, and David covers the heck out of things because he's, you know, wants to have a lot to choose from. They did a wide shot, and so you knew there were 3 cameras going, it's going to go for a long time. And then they started turning in, and they were going to cover him first. That's great, because as an actor, you don't want to be tired out, right? You want to be fresh. He went back. He didn't tell me he did this. I just noticed, because, you know, you get to a certain age, you notice things. And all of a sudden said, wait, everybody take a break. We're going to set it up coming in on the different direction. He went and asked them to come in and cover me first. That kind of generosity is just unheard of. It's just unheard of. And so they covered me for like 3/4 of the day and then spun around and did a couple takes of Brad.
Giving you the opportunity to be your best.
What a sweetheart, right? And I saw him do it time and time again for other people. I've never worked with anyone like him. And he is, he has loyalty to the people who are with him. Like, he's had people work with him for decades. Yeah. He's a good man, and I feel blessed to have worked with him. So, long short, I haven't wanted to do anything else because it's like when you have a delicious meal. Well, no, it's not like that, because I was going to say you have a delicious meal, you don't want to lose the taste and the memory of it in your mouth. Okay, so what it's like is if you see something and it's so amazing and beautiful that you get like shivers and it changes something inside of you.
What was it like, though, to be on this set, working with Brad?
You know, working with Brad was just surreal. My opinion of him is tenfold even better than it already was. He's such an amazing, down-to-earth guy. He made me feel so welcome on set, which, you know, he doesn't have to do that.
Yeah. What was it like? You got to work with Brad Pitt. What was that like?
First of all, from the jump, the whole thing was a dream come true. Right. And the read-through, showing up, I showed up early, and I get there, and I'm early in my electric car. And the only person who arrived, well, just before me, I guess, was Brad Pitt. Mm-hmm. Only he arrived on a chopper. Look at us, both of us, you know, no assistants, no entourage. We just showed up early. Yeah. I got the battery operated thing, and you got the. But otherwise, we're like this. I told my wife, that guy, he's as cool as it gets. And I've said to my wife, I told you that. I said, you know, I've always said I'd never leave my wife for another woman, but there's a chance. I might leave her for Brad.
Goals give our lives meaning. Having goals that we are passionate about gives us something to look forward to each and every morning we wake up. It is the burning desire to do things. Dream big, because when you dream big, you are forcing yourself to get out of your comfort zone. Persistence makes all the difference. Having said that, we saw how Brad Pitt's goal changed his life. He achieved true success by working towards this meaningful goal and dream of his, to become a star. From Mascot to a Hollywood big star.
And the Oscar goes to Brad Pitt.
This is incredible, really incredible. Thank you to the Academy for this honor of honors. Thank you.
Sana nagustuhan ninyo ang video natin ngayon. Like and subscribe na. Sino sa susunod ang gusto nyong makilala ng gusto? Mag-message lang sa lola nyo.